Baby, you play second best to none. Okay. Hey you guys, what is good, what is up? It is your girl, the one that owns Zara Love, your favorite bougie black girl, of course. And I'm back again with another video. So I told you guys at the beginning of this year when I was going to start doing YouTube for 2021 that I was going to be adding new segments and stuff like that to my channel. And so today is going to be one of those videos. For those of you who do not know, back in May of 2020, I graduated college with a degree in mass communications with the focus in broadcast media. And I've always wanted to be on a talk show. I have my own talk show. So I feel like this YouTube platform right now would be a stepping stone to doing that. So every single week, y'all, I'm going to be doing a segment called Breakfast with Zara Love. And my theme is obviously breakfast style. So you know how that goes. And if y'all see, I got my cup, y'all. I'm so serious about this. Look, can y'all see it? It says, there we go. It says breakfast as Zara loves, y'all. I got the little glitter. Let me take a sip because your girl is kind of thirsty from talking. Whew. And usually it'll be wine or like a mimosa type thing. But you know, honey, we got to get skinny, okay? Yeah. What's tea? But anyways, y'all. So let's hop right into this video. So the topic today for breakfast at Zara Loves is self-love, okay? Oh, sorry, I almost choked. But yes, that's going to be our topic of today. And I'm going to tell you guys the top 10 ways to love yourself realistically, okay? So let's just get right into the video. So number one is acceptance, okay? You have to learn to accept things that you cannot change. Understand that there will never be another you, so therefore you have to love yourself. You will never be anyone else. God made you for a reason. Accept your flaws because at the end of the day, y'all, we all have them. Whether people will be honest and admit it, we all have something about us that we may not like, some things that cannot be changed. So learn to love you and be you for you. And in my opinion, in order to start loving yourself, it really starts at home. And it really more so at home. It starts in yourself. You know what I'm saying? I know some of us, you know, we've had challenges growing up and maybe people weren't loving you the right way. So that's why you don't know how to love yourself the right way. But one day, baby, you got to pick yourself up and be like, listen, regardless of what has happened to me in the past, I want to become a better person, a better woman, a better me. And I got to get me together for me. Regardless of how anybody else feels, so what? That's on them, but I'm going to be focused on me. So, number two is change. Be real with yourself. There's something that we all can change. At least one thing. So change things that you're able to. For example, your weight. Okay, let's be honest with y'all. My senior year of college, now it's college. I mean, facially I was fine. But my senior year of high school, y'all, child, hold on, I got lipstick on my teeth because I don't do that. Okay, I don't. But yeah, my senior year of high school, y'all, I was so fine. My body was like body crazy, curvy, wavy, body, yada. Like I was fine, right? So then I went to college. My freshman year was still fine. Sophomore year was still fine. And then like that sophomore year summer, I started kind of like gaining weight back because I had entered like this little modeling org, and they used to have us up all night, and I was doing that college work currently, and I was eating that college food, and your girl started gaining weight, right? And like I'm the type of person, I can gain weight in my face quick. So I'm like, oh no. You know what I'm saying? So throughout college, my weight would kind of fluctuate. But, you know, once I graduated back in May, I'm like, no, baby, it's time for me to take my power back, take my life back, and get fine again. I mean, because facially I'm fine, but baby, I used to be fine from head to toe. So you know how that goes. So if you don't like your weight, y'all, you can change it, okay? And really, losing weight is a mental thing. You have to put it in your mind that you can lose weight. And you know what I'm saying? Put down the snacks. Yeah, you. Pick up some healthy ones. Go to the gym. Drink you some water. You know what I'm saying? Stay eating a certain amount of calories a day. Like, do your research, child. Do your research, okay? So number two, your attitude. If you don't like your attitude because maybe people around you, you know, sometimes you can lose people sometimes, and it's because you are the problem. Let's be honest, okay? We're going to take accountability up in here, okay? And if it's because of your attitude or something about yourself that you can change, that you know is kind of negative or something, then work on that. And work on that so that, you know, you're able to love to be around yourself. And others love to be around you too, you know? So number three, work ethic. If you're the type of person that you know that you procrastinate and that's why a lot of things don't get done for you, then baby, then you need to sit down, get you a journal, get you a plan or something, make you a schedule, time yourself out so you can, you know, handle things in a certain amount of time without you getting stressed. And do what you need to do. Don't be sitting up here, you know, just thinking it's okay to procrastinate, and then when you don't get things done, now you upset. No, change that, sis. So number 4, anxiety. And this is something a lot of people struggle with. And whether your anxiety is like you having panic attacks or anxiety attacks, you might have some type of thing in you that has anxiety, you know, even if it's small. I think everybody has a little bit of anxiety. So, you know, I'm a person, I suffer from anxiety as well. And, you know, my senior year of high school, I used to have it really, really bad. I used to have panic attacks, anxiety attacks, you know, all type of stuff. But, you know, I had to really decide whether I wanted that anxiety to control my life. Like me, I never went through therapy, y'all. Like, and mine was so bad. I really just used to put myself in situations, and I'm not saying this is for everybody, but me, I was tired of being controlling my life. So I would just put myself in certain situations that, you know, I knew would probably trigger anxiety in me. And then, you know, I would be a little like, for a little bit, but over time, you know, my body realized, like, you know, you're okay, because anxiety really is just like a mental thing. But I refuse to keep letting that take over my life. So child, I have to get that together. And if you the same way, baby, you need to get it together for you. Okay. So number 3, pamper yourself. Okay. Sometimes we as women take care of everything and everyone on the list. Okay. Then when we look at the list, we're the last people on it. We're so busy to give into everyone else that at the end of the day, we don't have anything to give ourselves. You matter. You deserve to be spoiled as well, especially to my women out there that are the backbone of their family, their friends, their man, your kids, you know, because it is always somebody who just carries their load and their weight differently than the next person. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to pamper yourself a little bit or a lot of it, because, yeah, you deserve it. For example, you want a new bag? Get it. New clothes? Get it. Hair done, nails, that's everything did. Yeah, go get it. You need a massage? Book it. A quick weekend or mini vacay with your homegirls or by yourself, because sometimes everybody, you know, when it comes to trips, they'll be having their stuff together. Then you go and you book that trip by yourself, sis. You worked hard for it and you deserve it. So spoil yourself. Pamper yourself, okay? Number 4, and by the way, y'all, I wrote this whole list because sometimes I know I can get off topic and start rambling, so I wanted to stay on topic and on key. Okay, so number 4 is respect. So when I say respect, y'all, I mean like on some R-E-S-P-E-C-T, boom boom, find out what it means to me or you. Yep, let's do it. So respect yourself, honor yourself, value yourself and your body. Your body's your temple, sis. Okay, yes. And when you respect yourself, it's hard for other people to think that they can disrespect you or be disrespectful. So let me explain when I say that. Because there are obviously some people who are just a-holes and, you know, they're unhappy with themselves, so they want to dish that out into the world and make everybody else unhappy. But I'm saying, like, when you exude love and you exude confidence and, you know, on the inside and the outside, and you carry yourself like on some Flo Milli, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am not, yeah. When you carry yourself like that, sis, it's hard for people to even really try, because they know you. I said I was gonna cuss no more, because I really don't need to cuss, because unladylike, but unwittable. Okay, you're unwittable. Period. Okay, trust me. They can't mess with you, and they know that. And people pick up on energy. So when you're giving the girls and the guys, talk to me nice or don't talk to me twice, because that's what you're exuding and that's what you're giving out. And that's how when you walk in a room, you know, you're carrying yourself. They're going to feel the vibe and it's contagious. They're going to know better. So yes, sis, respect, part of self-love. So number 5 is setting boundaries. And this is kind of a form of respect, but part 2 version. So boundaries are something that are very important. Basically, it gives notice and it lets people know what you will and what you won't accept. It's like respectfully telling somebody to stay in their lane and you're gonna stay in yours, and you know, yeah. Because it's important that you also, you know, respect other people's boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So boundaries to me personally are the keys to being understanding and knowing what to expect and what not to, and what to deal with and what not to. And in life, you must always set boundaries. And like I said, you must always respect other people's boundaries as well. For example, with friends, you know what I'm saying? If you maybe have, say you have one friend and this friend is like you know, she might be into Tatiana activities. And you know what I'm saying? We ain't nobody to judge her. That's her. And sometimes I personally, people think I'm crazy when I say this, but sometimes, you know, people are hoes for a reason. Like, you don't know what they went through. They could have been molested, raped. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know why somebody is the way that they are. So try not to judge. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really know why somebody may be a hoe. But say, you know, if you have a friend and she, you know, into Tatiana activities, and you're not, because you're just not that type of female. You're not that type of girl. You're not the type of girl to be in people's and guys' faces. You're not the type of girl to, you know, be doing all that extraness. You know, you gotta let your friend know, friend, we can still be friends, but certain things that you do, I just don't do. And I'm not judging you as a friend. I love you. I respect you. I respect what you got going on. But for me, if you respect me, you love me, then I just need you to respect the fact that don't invite me to no Tatiana activities because I ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You know, like if it's a certain activity that she don't want to be a part of, or she doesn't like something, you know, and that you do or whatever, you know, you got to respect that, you know. So for example, for a guy, if you're the type of female that you're cool with just Netflix and chilling, you know, not me, but if it's you and you're cool with Netflix and chilling, then okay, that's cool. But if you're the type of female who, you know, you want more out of dealing with a guy, unless, you know, y'all both agree, oh, we just kicking it or whatever. If you know that you like a guy and you want to kind of go somewhere and, you know, you would like to date to marry, that's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you set those boundaries for that guy and you let him know, listen, sweetie, you're not about to be walking around with, you know, a Gucci belt and, you know, a Rolly and all of that, but think that when it comes to dinner, you're gonna take me to Applebee's or you're gonna take me to Chili's or something like that because you got the bag for the designer. You telling me that I'm not worth a good meal? Child, please. You know what I'm saying? So you better set that boundary and let him know what it is you will and won't accept, because people only do things if they think that they can get away with it. If you nip that in the bud, they're gonna know they gotta be coming right or they're gonna get left. Simple. Same thing with a job. If you're at a job and, you know, you are dealing with somebody who is a boss to you because, you know, it's their company, or at least let's say a manager, because every boss got a boss. Trust me when I say that, okay? And say that, you know, every time you come into the work environment, it's hostile because, you know, the manager thinks that, you know, she's Queen Sheba up in the building and she thinks that she can talk to her employees rude and how y'all do things and, you know, just, you know, never telling you, oh, thank you, oh, I appreciate you, or, you know, words of affirmation, stuff like that. Then, you know, sometimes you gotta let her know, like, listen, I'm not gonna deal with nothing I don't gotta deal with. I'm not gonna be in a work environment that I feel like every time I walk in here, I have to walk on eggshells or something like that. You know, don't nobody got time for that. All of that, that's whack. We're not doing that, okay? If I am not good for this position, then let me know so I can take my talents elsewhere. Because it doesn't mean I'm not a good employee. It doesn't mean that I don't have the skills. It doesn't mean that my skills and who I am and what I am able to, you know, bring to the table. Because heck, I probably brought the whole table to this mother, you know. It don't mean that, you know, I'm not worth that. So it's kind of like, you know, you don't ever want to be nowhere where you're just tolerated, you know. So set that boundary and let, you know, the boss know, like, respectfully, of course, you know. What you may do with the other employees, that just won't work for me. Because yes, you know, you are my boss, but you know, a boss is only as good as his employees. And don't let nobody ever tell you different, child. Okay? So setting boundaries are important. So number 6, make yourself a priority. Meaning, baby, you play second best to none. Okay? Okay. You are important. You are number 1. You are a priority. And when I say this, I mean this. So therefore, you need to treat yourself like that, okay? Your mental health is important. Your physical health is important. Your spiritual health is important. Your emotional health is important because you are important, period. Regardless of what somebody else may think, you gotta think and you gotta know for you that you are important. So sometimes in life, you know, I've kind of had to learn that in some situations you have to put yourself first. I mean, and I know some of us really struggle with this. Heck, I even do, especially if you're like a selfless person. But you have to know that sometimes self-care is never selfish, and you can't be right for everybody all the time, you know, if you're not even right for yourself within yourself. So number 7 is speak up. Your power is in your voice. Let me say that again, because I don't think some of y'all heard me when I said that. Your power is in your voice. Okay? Your words are powerful. So of course, be mindful of things that you say. You know, check your tone, because I'm not gonna lie, with me, you know, being on my journey, and of course, you know, y'all know I'm a private person, so I won't share everything that I'm doing, like now in the process of doing. But with me just being on my journey with becoming a better person and a better woman, you know, sometimes you realize, wow, in this situation I was the issue, or maybe it's not what I said, it's how I said it that was the issue, or maybe I let my feelings kind of get out of control, and you know, that was the issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to check myself on that, because some things are not necessarily what you say, do, or something. It's kind of how you do it or how you say it. But you know, of course, always be honest. If something hurts you, say it. If you're upset about it, say it. If something hurts your feelings, say it. You know, if you're proud of something that you've done and no one knows, and you know, like those small victories that nobody talks about but you and God, you know, say it. Do not be silent. Never let anyone silence you. The way you feel, it is valid and it is important. And I can never really tell you when to speak, and no one can, because I know sometimes in life, you know, we might go through something and then, or something might make us feel some type of way, but we might wait months on end to say it, or, you know, you might just, you know, just be in a different headspace to like when you're ready to say stuff. But that'll be a choice that you have to make for you, because timing is also everything. And sometimes, you know, you don't speak up because you can't find the words, or sometimes you simply don't know how you feel, or sometimes you might be a little like me, where sometimes, you know, something can make me feel some type of way, but I be so busy, it's like I can't sit down and be in my feelings right now, because if I'm sitting down and I'm being in my feelings, and I can't focus on my work, and my work got to be my priority, because I'm out here grinding. I'm young, I'm only 22 years old, you know what I'm saying? So even I'm learning that's not healthy to just be like, oh, it is what it is. If something really hurt you or made you feel some type of way or upset you, or you know what I'm saying, I mean, you got to learn to speak up, you know what I'm saying? Because you also don't know how other people perceive things. You know, sometimes people take silence as you're okay with something, or oh, it didn't hurt you, oh, it didn't make you feel no type of way, oh, it didn't make you upset, even though it really did. And you have to learn that you can't be upset at people sometimes for not knowing what is wrong with you if you never spoke up about it, you know? So yes. So number 8 is learning when to say no. This is one that a lot of people struggle with, y'all, because we're so focused on how others, you know, would take us saying no sometimes. But sometimes you have to, like, no, I can't be available to do everything for everybody. Because then sometimes when you look up and you're like, well, who gonna be that to me? Who gonna be, you know, me for me? Like, what's the tea? What's really going on? Well, that's time for that. So, number 9 is doing what makes you happy and not apologizing for none of it, okay? Ask yourself, what does happiness look like to you? How does it feel? What makes you happy? Making sure you are happy is very important, and one of the best acts of self-love. You can't make everyone happy with your choices, but me personally, I feel like as long as, you know, you aren't harming anybody or putting anyone in any type of danger, then you got to do what makes you happy. You know, you have to wake up, and you're the only person in the world who has to wake up in your body every day and feel what you say every day and face reality. So life is already so crazy. So when you do get your piece of happiness and you truly find it, you know, be happy, live in that moment, you know. Also learn to be happy within yourself, because you can't always invest your happiness in something or someone else. Like, oh, you know, because sometimes life happens and people and things and stuff, they come and go. So if you're investing your happiness on materialistic things or in other people, if they ever were to leave, or your materialistic things were, you weren't to have them no more, could you still stand there and say, I'm happy? You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I'm learning too, you know, guys. Like, to be honest, it's just like, you know, what you got to understand about people always gonna kind of do what they want to do. And let's be honest, I mean, in life, you can't really have a sense of entitlement that, you know, basically how that because you think a certain way, somebody else has to think. You know, people are different people, and people think differently, and you know, whether you agree with it or not, people are allowed to. And I mean, heck, if you are affecting somebody's happiness and they wasn't rocking it, you know, they allowed to let you go too. Like, and vice versa, somebody's affecting your happiness and, you know, you just think of something you can't deal with, you allowed to let them go. So yeah, y'all, do what makes you happy and start not apologizing for it, okay? So this is our last one, and in my opinion, y'all, this is one of the most important ones, because I find a lot of women, as well as myself, we do this a lot, okay? So number 10 is, this is also, you know, a form of self-love, and it is not self-sabotaging yourself or the love from others. I'm gonna read that again, okay? Number 10. To me, like I said, this is one of the most important acts of self-love, is you not self-sabotaging yourself or the love from others, okay? So when I say this, y'all might be kind of confused, like, what do you mean self-sabotage myself? For example, if you're the type of person, and I had to check myself on this too, so I ain't telling y'all nothing I don't know about y'all. Like, listen, March has, I'm just grown so much as a woman within like these past, you know, 1 to 2 weeks, you know. I mean, I've been grown, but like these 1 to 2 weeks been super powerful for me. But so for example, you know, it's kind of like, I feel like sometimes as people, we let the hurt that other people caused us affect how we let other people love us. And when I say that, it's like for girls, you know, if a guy's trying to holler at us or something like that, he might really be a good dude. He's showing us everything it is that we wanted, but because somebody else hurt us, you know, we're scared to receive that. You know what I'm saying? And men, they want to feel valued and loved and appreciated too. So you can't just be thinking like, he gotta chase me, because anybody gonna get tired of having to chase somebody all the time. Like, don't nobody got time for that, child. Either we grown, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? But you know, if you have somebody that's in your life romantically, or trying to be in your life romantically, and you know they haven't done anything to you personally for you to be like, oh well, I just don't want to deal with them or whatever. You know, if they're trying to genuinely be there for you, genuinely be in your life, you know, allow those people to, because you don't know, that person could, you know, make you forget about any heartbreak that you didn't ever went through. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the same thing really applies to friends as well. Like, if you're the person who says no new friends, like, I get that, especially, you know, when you have friends that you've been rocking with for years, and you know, or y'all been close, even like some of your college friends, you know, like y'all might not have known each other for a long time, but you know, y'all like this, you know, because y'all kind of in college, you kind of live with your friends in a way. Just anything, it's like, you know, it's okay to be open and to welcome, you know, new friendships and stuff like that. Don't self-sabotage yourself by saying, nah, the only friends I got right now is the only friends that I need, because it's like, you know, sometimes, you know, things change, and you know, because people grow up, and sometimes people grow up, they grow apart, and it's just like, you know, you can still have your friends and they can still be your besties for the resties, but it's like, what if you enter a new level of your life and you meet a person and, you know, they kind of showing you that they would like to be friends with you, y'all vibe, y'all rock, and they're showing you these things because, you know, y'all do have, you know, things that are in common, or y'all do have some of the same dreams and aspirations, but you so stuck on the, nah, I'll never do no new friends. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, y'all gotta be the best of friends, but what's wrong is if y'all kick it and y'all know y'all semi-friends, y'all hang out, y'all might, you know, go to a party together, y'all might go to business events together, brunch, vacation together. Like, you know, what's wrong with that? You know, just because, you know, you might have issues with, if you had issues with your friends in the past, so now you just don't trust people. You know, when we put ourselves in those type of situations, we're not affecting anybody but us, because when I'm even learning, y'all. I'm even learning, like, be open to new people, because you never know what doors God is trying to open for you, or what people he's trying to bring around you to help you, to mold you, to strengthen you, and for you to get to your next level and like where you're supposed to be. So, you know, like I said, a lot of us really struggle with self-sabotaging ourselves, because we let the past define where we are now. And if we let the past define where we are now, all it's going to do is define our future, and then we just like at this standstill and we're never growing. So it's like, you know, allow other people, of course use your intuition when it comes to people, but allow other people to, you know, love you, and you deserve to be loved. You're worthy of being loved. You know what I'm saying? You're worthy to have a good life. You're worthy to be happy. And what people consider to be happy is, you know, a whole lot of different things. But at the end of the day, y'all, you really have to learn to, you know, don't self-sabotage yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to say you forgive people, forgive them. And forgive them to the point where, you know, it's like, I mean, I'm just depending on who it is to you, you know, of course. Depending on what somebody might have did to you, child, you might not want to, I mean, you could forgive them, but you might not want to deal with them again or whatever. And I mean, that's your prerogative. This is your life, and vice versa. You could do something to somebody, and though you might not have thought it was a big deal, could have been a big deal to them, and now they don't want to rock with you, and it just is what it is. But my message for y'all is to really not self-sabotage people around you, or people that are trying to genuinely give you love, and learn to accept things. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we'll be like, well, it's just too good to be true. But why is it though? If this is something that you've been praying for, something that you've been manifesting, something that you affirmed a long time ago, why is it something that, you know, too good to be true? And sometimes we mess up our own blessing by, you know, and I can attest to this, we mess up our own blessings by always thinking that, well, dang, I don't know who to trust. Oh, people out to get me. Oh, this person gonna be a friend of me. Oh, this guy, he only want me for this, for that, for the third. Like, nah, like I said, use your intuition and pray to God, and he'll lead the way. So, y'all, I know, ooh, this is like 27 minutes, y'all. We're about to hit 28 minutes, but y'all know your girl can talk. That's why I said I want to be a talk show host, duh. But you guys, I really truly hope that these 10 self-love tips really help you guys. These are things that have helped me. Like I said, I'm still growing as a woman. I'm still learning. I'm still changing, and honestly, I'm still not done yet. I mean, I'm proud of the progress that I have made. But, you know, to me, I still got to go hard, baby. Like, but within these past year and these past really few weeks, child, I've been doing what I was supposed to do, honey. I'm about to be that woman that I always thought that I should be. And I hope with these tips and things like that, you, my love, can also be that woman that you always thought you could be. Because you could be anybody that you want to be. And, you know, you become her. And you heal yourself, and you know, you really start to fall in love with yourself, so that's what you exude. So if you guys don't know, I do have a little surprise. Yes, you guys, well, if I must say so myself, I am now on the Anchor app, and I am on Spotify, and I'm on like a few other different platforms, because though this is a talk show, you know, if you guys ever want to hear me when you rolling, you know, you ride and you rolling, controlling, whatever, in the car, or you working out and you would like to hear my podcast, I mean my talk show, but like in a podcast form, like MP4 form, you guys can find me on Anchor, because they distribute my episodes and stuff like that through like Spotify and everything. And I will be leaving the link right here, you guys, so you can check me out. It's going to be my @name on Anchor, and Spotify is Breakfast at Zara Love. And on my podcast that I'm now going to be doing, I'm going to convert these videos, the Breakfast with Zara Love, you know, YouTube video, into a podcast as well. But on the actual podcast, I'll probably have, you know, a little bit more content, as far as if I was to just wake up one day and I just felt like something's on my heart that I wanted to talk to y'all about. But yes, y'all. Okay, y'all, my camera died because they was telling me I was talking too much, because it was like 30 minutes. But I also will be on Apple Podcasts soon, and I just want to let you guys know that. So make sure you guys check me out. Make sure, you know, y'all listen to my podcast version of this as well, and check it for other more content, because child, when I do these YouTube videos, I gotta get cute and stuff. But on my podcast, you might get more content if I just, you know, because I could just record that from my phone and upload. So yes, y'all, like I said, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you become, like I said, that woman you always are supposed to be. Make sure that you guys just know I am now signing off. This was Breakfast at Zara Loves, because savory or sweet, I got this what you need, so you know I had to share my tea with you, honey. I love you guys so much. And also make sure that you guys are using the email, my email, which is contact.zaralove@gmail.com, to send me topics and stuff like that, because at the end of each segment I would like to start doing topics so I can give you guys advice. Make sure you guys include where you're from and your age. I will be saying them anonymously, because you know I don't want to tell y'all business and all of that to the folk or nothing like that. But and also, if you are comfortable, you can leave a topic idea or like a situation or a problem or just something you need advice on in the comments. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and you subscribe. And your girl is out of here, and I love y'all guys. So as always, make sure you exude beauty, exude confidence, and most of all, exude love. Love y'all. Mwah.
Hey loves, if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be sure to check out the show also in podcast form on Anchor, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and more. Lastly, don't forget to either comment or shoot me an email with topic ideas or advice requests. You never know, I just might use it for my next show. As always, thank you so much for your support, and have a blessed day.